Hello guys, welcome back to my channel. I'm going to be sewing a very simple and beautiful dress. I'm going to be using this lace material. I first fold into 2 and fold again into 4. I'm going to mark with chalk where I'm going to fix my zip. I leave 2 inches for zip allowance. Half length is 12 inches plus 1 inch for sewing. This into 4. So I'm going to measure the shoulder and the sleeve together. The shoulder is 11 inches, divide by 2, but I'm going to cut the shoulder and the sleeve all together. So this is 14 inches. The round sleeve is 6 inches. I'm going to sew with 1 inch. Bust is 28 inches, divided by 4 plus 1 or 2 inches for sewing. And waist is 26 inches, divided by 4 plus sewing extra 1 inch or 2 inches for sewing. So I'm going to cut. I'm going to cut neckline 2.5 inches and use 1/2 inch to cut the back. The front neck I'm going to cut 3 inches. I measure 3 inches, mark and cut. So after I finish cutting, I place my lining on top the table and place the main material on top and cut exactly the way I cut the main material. Finish cutting the top, so I'm going to cut the down part, folding my material into 4, and it's a stretch material. So as you can see, the zip allowance is very big. You can trim out or also leave 2 inches for zip allowance. So I'm going to measure the waist, the hip and the bottom. First I mark zip where I'm going to fix my zip. Waist is 26 inches, divided by 4. Hip is 30 inches, divided by 4. As you are dividing by 4, you also add sewing allowance. The full length of the dress is 33 inches. The top part is 12 inches, then it will now remain 21 inches. So the bottom part now is 21 inches plus sewing allowance. Bottom is 28 inches, divided by 4. Remember to add sewing allowance. going to be sewing this on top the material from the start to the end. I'm going to be placing it just like this, about 6 lines. I'm going to start to sew the top. This is the neck. I'm going to sew the neck through where I'm going to fix my zip. I finished sewing the round sleeve and the side. This is the front neck. I'm going to use the lining to turn the front neck. After sewing, I notch, then break out the right side. So after finish sewing it, I'm going to join the shoulder. So this is how I'm going to join the shoulder. Place the right side together, the front and the back, and bring it out just like this. Then sew. So after sewing, it will look very neat. So it will look like this. This is the shoulder. Finish joining the shoulder. So I'm going to add that. I measure from waist up 5 inches. After doing that, I'm going to join these 2 sides. Round sleeve is 5 inches. Then I measure the bust and the waist. Six to 8 years old girl can wear this gown. So I'm going to leave 4 inches for zip. Then I sew down. I'm going to add that. After I finish sewing that, before I start to sew fringe on top, I'm going to leave the name of this in the description box so you can see. Maybe I'm not pronouncing it well. Fringe, F-R-I-N-G-E. So I'm going to start to sew on top, but before I start sewing the second one, I'm going to mark 3.5 inches into 6 places. I'm going to be sewing 6 on the front and 6 on the back. So I leave measure 3.5 inches all through, and I'm also going to do the same to the back side. So this is it. After marking, I'm going to start to sew on top. So I finished sewing the front part. This is how it will look like. I'm going to continue with the back the same way. The only thing I did was to leave space where I'm going to fix zip. So after finish sewing the fringe on it, I'm going to join the 2 sides. I measure my waist, hip and down. That is the bottom. After measuring the waist, I measure the hip and I measure the bottom. It will now look like this. I'm going to join the top and the down together. I'm going to hold with pin the middle, and the side I'm also going to hold with pin. And where I'm going to fix zip. This is the back. So this is how it will look like when you hold with pin. So I'm going to sew, and also the other side. So after sewing, it will look like this. I'm almost done. I'm going to be fixing zip. So I finished fixing my zip. This is how it will look like. This is the finished look.